night. He's got Daniel Henshaw beside him, Brendan Cowley behind him, and Richard Cook on the outside. So watch the green one. We're off and racing. Sarah France would have been the next one with Adrian Stott as they head towards the top corner for the first time. And yes, Daniel Henshaw it was, getting himself all crossed up and nowhere for the cars behind to go. Hopefully everyone is still A-OK. One coming across the middle for a quick check. Rory Evans, Daniel Henshaw front row, Brendan Cowley and Richard Cook off the second row. We're off and racing once again as Rory Evans goes into the race lead this time around. Pagels corner as Daniel Henshaw tucks down low on the racetrack in front of Richard Cook. Back then to Brendan Cowley. Richard Cook up high into the hairpin corner. One in trouble. Gary Harris this time hooked up with Doug Rigby. Let's try again, folks. This is production final. We got a green one. Can we get a lap down? Rory Evans, Daniel Henshaw, Brendan Cowley, Richard Cook. That's the way they go up the main straightaway. And we've got a lap down. Rory Evans is the race leader. Daniel Henshaw. One in trouble is Richard Cook, too far down on the hairpin, allows Sarah France to get through into position number 4. She's got a bit of ground to make up to Rory Evans, Daniel Henshaw and Brendan Cowley as Richard Cook again gets the hairpin all wrong as Adrian Stott drives around the outside of him. Stephen Freeman would be the next one there in that little pursuit. Through the hairpin again for Rory Evans, Daniel Henshaw, Brendan Cowley in front of Sarah Franz. Next one through there is Adrian Stott in front of Stephen Freeman, getting a little bit of a nudge and push and shove from Gary Harris. Harris goes through. Freeman is left up high and dry as Artie Jonick arrives on the scene as well. And Artie Jonick trying to get down the inside of Stephen Freeman. We'll go back to the race leaders. They're coming up very quickly. On to Cole Shelford. Under the control tower goes Rory Evans. To the better Daniel Henshaw. They've dropped off Brendan Cowley for the moment, and probably the best part of the length of the back straight back then to Sarah Franz in front of Gary Harris. Next one there would be Adrian Stott coming under some pressure from Richard Cook, who goes up the inside of him. Stephen Freeman is the next one there as Richard Cook manages to get by Adrian Stott, who gets a bit of a nudge and then ends up facing the wrong way. Once again, not enough room for all the cars. Richard Cook had the inside running. Adrian Stott on the outside and ran out of racetrack. Rory Evans, Daniel Henshaw, Brendan Cowley, that's the way they go. To Pagels corner for the first in the restart. And guess what? We got a car on the infield. Doug Rigby's gone onto the infield as well, but it was Sarah Franz who got the top corner all wrong. That allows Gary Harris to get up into position number 4. As we go back to top corner, Rory Evans, Daniel Henshaw, Brendan Cowley. They've cleared right out. Next one through is Gary Harris to the better of Adrian Stott. Chasing him is Artie Jonick, and then Sarah Franz in front of Murray Batley. We'll try and pick our race leader up. That's Rory Evans, throws it through the hairpin corner and heads up, sinks straight away to the better of Daniel Henshaw. Next one through there would be Brendan Cowley, and they've got a big lead. Back to Gary Harris. A lot of smoke coming out of the back of the 51 car of Daniel Cook. Behind Daniel Harris is Adrian Stott, and then Artie Jonick has a little look up the inside, and he and Scotty go side by side to the top corner. Artie Jonick gets his way through. Scotty tries for the outside. It's not there. A lot of smoke out of the back of the Daniel Cook car. Artie Jonick up the inside of Adrian Stott yet again as they head towards the top corner. Down the back straight. Through the hairpin corner, we wait for our race leader. It's still Rory Evans to the better of Daniel Henshaw, back then to Brendan Cowley. Next one through behind Cowley will be Gary Harris. Then we've got Artie Jonick in front of Adrian Stott. Chasing him would be Sarah Franz, as we find now our race leader heading down the back straightaway. Rory Evans is in the hairpin corner. Can't be too many laps remaining. Up the zinc straightaway. Rory Evans, Daniel Henshaw, Brendan Cowley. We go back then to Gary Harris, Artie Jonick, as getting around the outside of Adrian Stott is Sarah Franz with a couple of laps remaining. We pick up our race leader heading up the main straightaway, Rory Evans. Couple of laps remaining for him in front of Daniel Henshaw and Brendan Cowley. Gary Harris would be the next one. Then we've got Artie Jonick in front of Sarah Franz. Back to Adrian Stott as the white flag is out for our race leader. He's on the final lap, and that is Rory Evans. Down the back straightaway he goes. Rory Evans, Daniel Henshaw, Brendan Cowley, race leader, making sure that he gets to the line and does so. Rory Evans, Daniel Henshaw, Brendan Cowley. Next one home would be Gary Harris in front of Artie Jonick. Crossing the line then will be Sarah Franz, Adrian Stott in front of Murray Batley. Stephen Spence crosses the line also. Well, it took a while, but we got there. We've got a couple of winning mementos. So we'll have Rory Evans, Daniel Henshaw, And Brendan Cowley